Hey, what's up, you guys? Christina Jordan here. I am the Master Nutritionist here at Fit Body Weight Loss, and I gotta say, this was like the longest, awesomest Saturday ever. It was a very long Saturday. We started this morning at 6 a.m. on the run, getting ready for this amazing Set Free Challenge. We kicked it off, taught it, talked for 2 hours, taught you guys. It was amazing. And then we literally launched another vitamin coaching meeting with my coaching crew, and then went over and had to go to another city to see my sweet little guy, my middle son, compete in a football tournament in like 100,000 degrees heat here. It was so hot. But I will say it was also oh so awesome. It was so cool to see how many people are actually doing this next challenge, and from all over. The majority of our people doing the challenge live in another state, and I freaking love that. I love that because a lot of people have felt like they haven't had that community, that tribe, that support, and it's really, really cool because they're gonna be able to be brought into really like a family, a friend's atmosphere, where it's a group of like-minded people who are all on the same mission, all positive, all encouraging, all going for the same goals, and we're all basically in the same boat. So I love that. And what's really cool is we've got a lot of husbands joining in, you know. It's funny because at our meeting today, my husband was the only guy, and he even said it the whole way there. He's all, I'm gonna be the only guy. I know it, I'm the only guy. And sure enough, he was the only guy, but I've seen our registration, I saw who's watching, and we have guys joining in, which is really exciting. And so, because here's the truth, and we were talking about this, my husband and I were talking about this on the way there, and he's like, you know, there's a lot of men out there who need this so much more than even their wives, yet they won't take action. They won't do the extra work. They won't put it in there. And I said, I know, because their wives will talk to me about it. They message me, they'll call me, they're like, oh, it's so sad. My husband won't do this with me. What should I do? And honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys what I did. How did I get Derek on board to where he'll take his entire Saturday, literally, get up at 6 a.m., go sit with 20 other women in a meeting, be the most amazing supportive person, and then even have a healthy dinner with me where he's not, you know, binging out. And how did I do that, you guys? Literally, I'm gonna share with you what I did. I was just the example. I was the example. And so for at least the first year of my journey, I was the only one doing this. Derek was cheering me on, but from like afar, you know, like he was like, yeah, you eat that, I eat this. And so it took time, you guys, but I will tell you, ladies, if you're watching and you're like, I need to get my children, I need to get my parents, my spouse, my boyfriend, my coworkers, the best thing you can do is do it yourself, be the example, and over time, people will join you. I'm telling you, when you feel so freaking great and you look amazing and you feel amazing and you're looking healthy, people will wanna do what you're doing. That's just simply how it is. So today was amazing, it really was, and it was really long. It was a very long day, I will say that, and you don't even wanna see my hair under this hat. That's how long of a day it has been, but it was an awesome day. It was a really cool day because I'm amazed at how many wonderful people are joining me, and thank you. I just wanna say, those of you who are watching this and you're like, hey, I'm doing it, I'm like, high five. Thank you for being a part of it with me. Thank you for doing it, because this is what I love to do is, you know, I'm a board certified master nutritionist who has personally lost over half my body size, you guys. I've lost over 130 pounds. I've lost exactly, if you want to know, 134 pounds I have lost. And I've kept it off over 11 years and 3 babies. You tell me a diet that can do that, and I'll pay $1 million, literally. This is a healthy lifestyle. This is about changing your life, getting healthy. It's holistic living. No calorie counting, no restricting yourself to the point, you know, people, they get scared. Can I eat fruit? Yes, I have fruit every single day. Can I have, Can I have healthy fats? Yes, you can have healthy fats. You can have protein. You can have healthy fats. You can have healthy carbs. There is no limiting. There's no calorie counting. You guys, that's not sustainable. And I will tell you, I've gone through many, many years of school. I've been coaching people for over a decade. And I will tell you that the restricting, the dieting, the fads, they don't last. In fact, they'll hurt you and they'll set you up for failure next time. And also, you got to be careful with what you take. You have to make sure it's natural, it's organic, it's vegan. So I specialize as a master nutritionist in metabolic hormone therapy. That means that I work on getting your metabolic hormones balanced. So that way, as you lose this weight, you're getting healthier from the inside out. You're healing your body at a cellular level. That means you're anti-aging, you guys. Your skin will glow, your hair will grow in thicker, your nails will be thicker, your eyelashes will be thicker, your eyebrows will grow back. Plus, you'll be shedding fat like crazy. You'll be building more muscle mass. Your skin should be getting toner and tighter. You guys, this is all anti-aging. That's what we should be doing. We shouldn't be going on diets to get skinny or to be a slave to the scale. And that's what I told all of my patients today. I tell every single patient for the last 10 years is don't worry about dieting. Congratulations, you are no longer on a diet again. We will never diet again. And number two is congratulations, throw the freaking scale away because we do not weigh. We only weigh once in the beginning and once in the end. That's it. And you can ask anybody who knows me personally. I will tell you, you can search my house everywhere. I do not have a scale. I don't personally own a scale. And the reason is because scales lie. They're not the best indicator of health. They're not. And so I don't care who you are. If you step on the scale every single day, you have an unhealthy obsession with the scale. You do. You have an unhealthy obsession with that number. And let me ask you, for those of my friends watching who do step on that scale, be honest, come on, be real with me. Does it make you feel good? Or does it just stress you out? And how sad is it if a piece of freaking plastic, a plastic appliance, a little scale can determine if you're gonna be happy that day? Because my husband's done it. He's done it in the past. I've done it. We've all done it. We've all used the scale to determine our happiness that day. And I'm here to tell you that's why using a scale to decide if you're being healthy or not is a terrible mechanism for judging it. It is. It's a terrible indicator on if you're being healthy or not. Scales suck. And I really believe that they're unhealthy, and our obsession with them, especially as women and men, it's unhealthy. Throw your scales away. Come on. That's what I told all my participants, all my patients. Throw your scales away. Throw them away. Get rid of the scales. You do not need those scales. Throw them away, you guys. And ditch the diets, please. You do not have to starve. I've lost 134 pounds of fat. I reversed type 2 diabetes completely, and I did it 100% without counting a calorie, limiting my fruit. Yeah, I got rid of junk food, but I still eat carbohydrates. I still eat apples and berries and cherries and blueberries every single day. I eat lemons and limes and oranges and grapefruit. Every single day I have fruit. I eat healthy proteins, I eat healthy fats. I love almond butter, I love coconut oil and avocados, and I have all of that every single day. And so for me, it's really about helping my patients, helping you guys get yourselves in a place where you are so set free that there's no going back. There's no going back to the old way of living, where my dream is that more people will step out of dieting, will step out of shame, will step out of beating themselves up and calling themselves names and thinking so negatively to where they just fall so absolutely in love with their beautiful bodies and they just care for it as in a way that they love it. Literally, I knew the day when I would never go back. When I had lost that weight and I'm like, I'm never going back. I know for a fact at this point in my life, I will never go back to the way I was. It's been 11 years, you guys. And when I knew I had reached that freedom, because it is a freedom. And when you live every single day being a slave to the Starbucks, being a slave to the carbohydrates like the junky breads and the pastas and all those simple refined sugars, when you're a slave to that kind of stuff, you feel so helpless. You feel hopeless, and you feel like you don't have any control. You're just like, I don't know, I just can't stop it. I eat the chips. And I know, because I've been there. I've literally opened a jar of peanut butter, ate it until I had nothing left in it to scoop. I've done it, you guys. I've literally hit a drive-through 3 times in one day ordering large fries. I've done it. So I know what it's like to have the food addictions. I get it. I've been there. I was 271 pounds wearing size 22 wides pants. And then there came a day when those wouldn't fit and I needed to go up to a 24. And that's when I said, enough is enough, Christina. You are being controlled. You have given up your authority. You've given up your power, and it's time to take it back. And that is what I did. I said, I'm done. I'm done dieting, because these diets don't work. And I'm sure you all have gone on a diet. I've done at least 20 different diets. I've done MetaFast. I've done Jenny Craig. I've done Atkins. I've done the hulked up Atkins called keto. I've done the all your juice diet. I've done starvation. I've starved myself. I've done the 500 calorie diet. I've done the cabbage diet. I have done everything, you guys. I have done every freaking diet out there. I saw dozens of different experts to try and fix me. I hired personal trainers to fix me. And honestly, none of them could fix me. I got fired by my trainer. The doctors literally were telling me, Christina, eat 400 calories a day and work out for 3 hours. I did it. And you know what happened? I gained 22 pounds of fat that year, and my hair fell out. My eyebrows fell out. I was a hot mess. My hormones got completely out of whack. So that's when I decided, that's it. I'm done with this. I'm gonna fix myself. So I went back to school and I became a master nutritionist. It took years, you guys. It took years. And I'm where I am today because of over a decade of dedicating my life to learning about nutrition, learning about hormone therapy, learning about nutrients, learning about phytonutrients, learning about how to fix our bodies from the screwed up food in our world. Our country and literally other countries too, but America especially, what we're eating now, the sugar that we're eating now, 50 years ago, what we would have eaten in 1 week is now available to us right now every 7 hours. So our bodies are going through adrenal fatigue. We're having hormone disorders. We're having chemical issues. Everybody has a thyroid problem, which by the way is from high cortisol. So if you have high cortisol, you're gonna get adrenal gland failure, which then is going to affect your thyroid, my friend. That's what happens. Our country is in chaos because of the way we're eating. And so that's why I've dedicated my life to helping people like that. That's part of my journey. And I know that's part of my purpose. I know that's why I've been set free. Literally so set free that I tattooed it on my wrist, you know? And it's funny because I tease that all my patients, after they finish this next 90 days, they're gonna want the tattoos. I have other girls that are like, I'm so getting one. I'm like, okay, I don't care, go for it. Because we're all on the same team. We're all on the same mission. And some of us do it in a different way. Some of us have different expertises in different areas where we're good at. Like for me, I know I'm good at hormones and food. That's my thing, baby. You wanna talk food? My husband and I laugh all the time. He's like, we get into the craziest conversation literally on these car drives about, we get so pumped up about the way our body will react to certain foods. And you know, for us, that's our passion. We love talking about it. We love talking anti-aging because that's a huge thing for us. You know, we want to live to be 120. We want to be healthy. We want to feel sexy at 90, right? Why not? Age is just a number. Health has no expiration date. Who cares? We can be healthy at any age. We can be strong. I've seen people who are 25 years old. Me, 25 years old with type 2 diabetes, feeling like I was dying. And if you looked at the chemicals and you looked at my blood work, I was. And that's why I'm so passionate. Somebody just said, what does your tattoo say? It actually says set free. I got this the day I realized that I was set free. I was set free, not just from the food addiction, but from all the things that pulled me back into my old ways. I'm set free. And that's what I want for you guys. And I don't care where you're at in this world. I don't care. I have patients in Australia. I have patients in Canada. I have patients in Mexico. I have patients in Great Britain. And I have patients all over America. And then of course right here in my beautiful state of Arizona that is so hot right now. And I had to keep saying over and over, we're here for our winters. We're here for our winters, right? But literally, I don't care where you live. I just want you set free. And I don't care if you do my program or you go somewhere else. I just want you set free. And I just wanted to share my heart because that is my heart. I just want to see people happy. I just want to see people set free. I want to see people being able to jump out of bed in the morning and go, oh, that's awesome. I can jump out of bed. And I can say that back in my own journey, I used to be tired all the time. They had diagnosed me with chronic fatigue. I also had fibromyalgia. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you have those issues, those are autoimmune. Those are being caused from the foods you're eating. I also have celiac disease. All that means, it's just a fancy term for my body doesn't digest sugars, lactose, or gluten very well. So it just means I've learned how to adapt to that and I adjust my eating so that way I don't get sick. It's awesome. And I've been eating this way over 10 years now and I feel so much better. If you're swelling, you guys, if you're seeing swelling in your eyes specifically, when my patients come in and see me and I can see on their face right away if they're autoimmune, swelling here, in your joints, in your feet, in your legs, you guys, that's autoimmune. That means when you're autoimmune, it means food is causing this autoimmune disorder. So what's cool about it is it's reversible and it's reversible without medication as well. I'm completely off of thyroid medication. I used to take Synthroid and for my thyroid condition, completely free of it now, you guys. 10 years thyroid medication free. Awesome. It doesn't mean that I can eat whatever I want. It means that I've learned to adapt and create a new life because I'm set free. I'm set free of the insulin I used to have to take for diabetes. I'm set free from metformin. I'm set free from issues with PCOS. I'm set free from acne, terrible acne, which by the way, if you have adult acne, 100% autoimmune. That is a reaction from foods not digesting in your body trying to escape through your skin. And I love what I do as a nutritionist because it's kind of like, I feel like I'm Yoda and you're my Luke and I'm helping you become the Jedi you were supposed to be of your body. You become the master of your body. I'm not your master over your body. I teach you to become the master of your body. Because guess what? You are a genius and nobody knows your body better than you. You know the way you feel when you eat bell peppers. I know how I feel when I eat bell peppers. You know the way you feel after eating gluten or pizza, right? Come on. You know how you feel after you eat certain foods and you can tell and notice things and be very intrinsic with the way you're living more than any lab test could ever tell you. I took probably 6 lab tests that all said I was fine. They said, you're fine. Just for some reason, you keep gaining weight. You're fine. Just for some reason, you're extremely tired. It said, you're fine. You don't have any food allergies, but yet every single time I ate gluten, my neck swelled up, my lymph nodes swelled, my feet broke out into psoriasis and a rash. I would break out every time I had milk in a huge acneic rash all over my face. Yet my eyebrows were falling out. But you're fine. All the lab tests said I'm fine, but I knew I was not fine. I could feel it, and I can feel it even now. So if I go out and I eat something I shouldn't, I can immediately go, oh, I feel that. I'm not fine. That was not fine. You have to become that genius, that master over your body where you know you. And you can tell, and I'm here to tell you, if you've taken tests before, and sometimes, especially if they're doing blood and not saliva, which I do saliva at my clinic, we do hormone testing, and it's actually brand new. We're doing new hormone testing. It's awesome. So if you're interested, call my office. We can get you in. But we do hormone testing, and oftentimes blood work won't catch what saliva will. And also, if you're working with a traditional MD, not all of them understand what certain foods will do. They know to give you the pill, but they don't understand that, okay, you have a thyroid condition, your T4 is off, I'm going to give you Synthroid, okay? But they also don't tell you, guess what? You shouldn't be eating gluten, you shouldn't be having eggs, you shouldn't be having lactose. You shouldn't be having certain nuts. You shouldn't, there's certain triggers that are causing your issue. So that's why I actually am an instructor for a medical school. And it's awesome because their medical students have to go through me for their nutrition before they graduate and become MDs. Isn't that wonderful? So I think it's really cool that we're mixing two worlds here. We're mixing the naturopathic world, the nutrition side, along with traditional healthcare. And thank you so much, Dr. Hyatt Solorzano, because Dr. Hyatt has trusted me to be his provider over the nutrition portion of Hyatt Medical Schools. And even today, I have a medical intern. She's a future MD interning under me. I think it's the coolest thing. And they're so sweet and they're learning so much. And I love that we're able to make an impact in the traditional medical world. So thank you so much, Dr. Hyatt Solorzano, Dr. Herman, for allowing me to educate our next generation of MDs and doctors. I think that's awesome, you guys. And honestly, the last thing, and I'm gonna let you go, because two things you'll learn about me is, number one, I am a communicator, and number two is I really believe that we have to be here to support each other. And if you're going through something, if you're like, Christina, I know I need to change, but I have been so afraid to step out and contact you. Oh, stop it. I've been there. I lived that for most of my life. I was overweight my entire life. I was overweight teenager, overweight young adult, overweight in college, overweight married, overweight having kids. Come on, let me help you. I've been there, and no judgment. I've never judged anybody because I've been there. I've been where I can't cross my legs. Yeah, I've been where I am so embarrassed to walk into a restaurant, where I feel like everyone's judging me. I've been sitting on a plane before next to my wonderful husband about to go on our anniversary trip, and a man walks up who was supposed to sit next to me. He looks down at me and he yells, "Hell no!" And he stomps up to the nutritionist and he says, "I'm not sitting next to that fat B." He said the B word. And I remember crying. Here I am, supposed to be excited about going to the beach with my husband, and here's somebody screaming at a flight attendant because they don't want to sit next to me because I'm too big. And the sweet flight attendant, poor thing, she came back and she said, "I'm so sorry, but next time you're gonna need to buy two seats. And after we went on that trip, when we got to one of our destinations, and I got kicked off a ride in Disneyland, you guys. I've been there, so understand, there's nothing that you're going through I wouldn't understand. There's no addiction that you can't tell me that I won't understand, because I've been there. I love being very real and vulnerable with you guys, and being very real where you understand that I've been there. And I know what you're going through, and I know how you feel in this moment. I know you feel like no one understands. And I know that you've been trying, because honey, I was trying. I was starving myself. I was doing every fad diet I could find, and sometimes I would see success for like a week. And then I'd gain 10 pounds in a day. It's crazy. It's because it's not the right way. And you have to get your hormones in balance. If your hormones are off, it doesn't matter, honey, if you eat an apple or a slice of pizza, you will gain weight. And especially for my friends, my sisters out there who are PCOS, who have PCOS, if you have PCOS, you have what's called insulin resistance. And when you're PCOS and you have this insulin resistance, I know a lot of doctors will tell you it's impossible to lose the weight. I'm here to tell you, I have patients that are losing 20, 30, 40 pounds in 50, 60 days. We're losing the weight with PCOS because you have to overcome the insulin issues. And I do that. That's my specialty. That's what we do. So when you have PCOS, if you're wondering why am I so overweight, because when you have insulin resistance, when you eat one slice of pizza, to your body, it's like you ate 10, insulin-wise. And insulin, when it's spiked, will make you go into a massive fat storage mode. So I get it. I've dealt with that myself, my family members. I also get if you're dealing with, I've tried everything, I'm afraid, and that's why I don't make anybody sign contracts with me. we're doing the Set Free Challenge. These wonderful, wonderful people all over the world, they literally have said, I'm gonna give 90 days to change my life. And that's it. There is nothing after that. It's up to them. They can go and do whatever they want. But I truly believe, I just wrapped up my last 90-day challenge. Every single person lost at least 10 pounds. Most lost 50 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds. We have 175 pound. It's awesome. And this is in 90 days, you guys. 90 days. We have multiple people who are now becoming health coaches. Some of them are even coaching with me. I hired two of the nurses. Yeah, two of the nurses, actually I offered 3 nurses jobs, and 2 of them are working for me now, totally changing their careers, because a lot can happen in 90 days, you guys. Don't think just because it's been 10 years that you've been battling that you can't make a change. I dealt with my issues for decades. I was overweight as a little girl, overweight as a junior higher, teenager. It was horrible, but I'm thankful because if I hadn't have gone through that journey, I couldn't have the understanding, the desire to help people heal from this and to overcome obesity if I hadn't have walked through it. I've been, called names. I've been in places where I thought terrible of myself, where I thought there's no hope for me. I've done where I would hide weeks away and not go out and not go in public, wear long layers in our hot summers. I've been there. So don't think you're alone. There are people like myself who have walked it, battled it, won it, and are now helping others battle it. If I can do it, honey, you can do it. You can do it. And I want you to turn off this video and I want you to literally just take a moment, go look yourself in the mirror and say, I can do it. No more hiding. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. You can do it. And honestly, the first person you got to convince is you, and the best voice to use is your own. I can do it. I can do it. Yes, you can. You can do it. And then you do it. And you start. And when you mess up, it's okay, because we all mess up every single day. Even the nutritionist. I'm a board-certified master nutritionist, and I've eaten a French fry this week, okay? Yeah, I've fallen off the wagon at least twice this week. But it doesn't mean I stay off the wagon. I get right back on and I keep going and I keep going, and you just keep going. You can't stop someone who refuses to quit. You will make it to the top if you don't stop climbing, no matter how hard the climb is. And so if you are interested in joining my Set Free Challenge, it actually began today. We launched it today. We did our first video to teach people how it gets going. And you can still do it. We have registration is open for the next week. So if you are interested, go ahead and get registered, and we would love to have you, and we'll help you get started. It's super simple. You can do it from anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country. And if you just want to learn a little bit more, maybe you want to go see some before and afters. You want to get inspired, because those before and afters, man, they're real. They're real people. You might even know some of them. And you can go see mine. Of course, go watch my before and after journey. Go to my website, fitbodyweightloss.com, and just go look around. And I promise you, I think you're gonna find it's such a positive environment, a positive community that, you're gonna wanna be a part of it. And I want you to be. I want you to come join me. I wanna be your nutritionist. I love helping people. It's a huge passion for me, and it's a part of my purpose, and I know that. I know for a fact that when I'm helping people in this way, I know that being a mom is my purpose, being a wife is my purpose, and I know for a fact that being a nutritionist is part of my purpose, and I know that with all my heart. And that's why I can do it morning, noon, and night, 24/7. And that's why I can run and not grow weary. That's why I can keep going, because I know it's a part of my calling. So go check it out, fitbodyweightloss.com, and I will leave the link above if you are interested in checking out the Set Free Challenge. It's pretty cool, and you can call my office anytime at 844-537-2408. Reach out to me, send me a message. Remember, I'm a real person. I've gone through this journey. You can reach out to me and I will answer. Just don't be weird, okay? Otherwise you get blocked. But be cool and we'll get along just great. All right, you guys, have an awesome night. I'm gonna go hang out with my family now. It was a good chat. You'll find that I'm a communicator all the way through and through. So have an awesome night, everyone. And don't be afraid. Be bold, be brave, and reach out. Bye, you guys. Have a great night.